Hello everyone and welcome back to the Locker Room podcast. We're here again today with the usuals. Me, Anton, but opposite me, there's someone different. Sandeep couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he's upset at home crying. So we got the man with maximum ball knowledge XP.
We've got
DJ. We got Kian here. How you doing, Kian?
Sorry to interrupt your introduction, bro. Thank you so much for having me on the show, guys. I really appreciate it. You know, this one here has been a long time coming.
This is like a big achievement in your books as well, isn't it?
For me, bro, this is massive. This is huge. This is Champions League final.
This is life changing. Some would say.
I've just debuted Champions League final. I'm here.
It's an honour to have you. It's an honour to have you.
Thank you, bro.
Listen, Kian's a long time supporter of the show as well. Long time friend of the show, and he's been meaning to come on because he's got a couple of things he wants to say.
Been waiting.
But yeah, man. Today we're doing a Premier League roundup because the Premier League's been exciting recently. Very, very exciting. Before we begin, make sure you're liking, you're subscribing. Check the links down below for our TikTok or Insta because we're doing series that are only for those social medias as well. But let's get into it. Yeah. First things first, Arsenal Football Club.
Arsenal
Football Club. Listen, our Arsenal co-host, Mr. Sandeep himself, is sat at home because he's ducking. He's ducking.
He's not here, man.
Because Before this, the last couple of weeks, he was shouting, "Oh, we're gonna win the league." We've seen the clips of him saying, "Oh, it's done now, it's done." Like it doesn't matter even if we lose at the Etihad. Times have changed, man. Listen, on the show, I do one thing and I do it week in, week out. I have to make it about my club. Yeah.
Fuck's sake, man.
Arsenal's downfall. It came from a certain place. Go 3 weeks back now. 3 weeks back, right? Or was it 2 weeks? It might be 2 weeks back.
2 weeks.
Where they came to Anfield and they did the one thing you don't do when you come to Anfield. They riled up the crowd. And when you rile up the crowd at Anfield, it's never a good thing. They did it the season before when Arteta was shouting at Klopp. And it happened this year with obviously the Xhaka and Trent beef. Now, they were dominating us that game. Don't get me wrong. I was fully sure 30 minutes into that game, they're going to beat us today. And after that, it's done. Like if they beat us, league's over because they won't stop after that. You don't win at Anfield and drop points the next week to West Ham.
True.
But 80 minutes, 10 minutes to go, the man steps up to the plate, Bobby Firmino.
The guy who's going in summer.
The guy who is going in summer. But honestly, bro, for the last 5 years, been one of my favourite players. This guy is phenomenal.
Bro, leave it with the Liverpool talk, man. I want to talk about Arsenal, bro.
Don't worry, bro. I'll get to that.
Bro, you switched it.
I'll get to that. All I'm saying is, he broke Arsenal. That's all I'm gonna put out there.
Alright, cool.
And since then,
I would say, do you think Arsenal can still win it?
I don't think so.
Can I say?
Go on.
You know what? Funnily enough, I've been thinking quite a bit about it. And you know what? City are real close. City are undeniably close at the moment. And the way that Arsenal have fucked up, boy, you would see a lot of Arsenal fans even switching their opinions and saying, "Oh, we bottled it now. We've lost. They're holding their hands up. But I can't lie. And this is going to be it might be a hot take, but I think Arsenal still got it. I can't lie to you guys. I think Arsenal still got. I think they still got it.
See, numbers wise, okay. So let's just say it out there first. They are still top of the league. They are 5 points clear right now.
Man City have 2 games in hand.
Numbers wise, they are 5 points clear though.
Yeah.
The thing Pep has done to this league is he struck fear in all of us because his team is 5 points behind, and we're all certain he's going to win the league. We were certain he was going to win the league 2 weeks ago when like mathematically Arsenal was still ahead comfortably because he has traumatized all of us. We know April to May, Man City is scary. They don't drop points.
Bro, the Pep trauma is real. I almost forgot my English, bro. The Pep trauma is real.
Bro, he's actually ruined the league because he's too good. And he took however long experimenting, trying to find out how to put Haaland into the system, how to make it work. This guy is firing now. He's just touched the record for the Premier League goals set by Mo Salah himself. But now he's holding them back. By the time the Arsenal game comes, he's either going to be still on the record, ready to break it, or he'll already be past it, looking for 40. He's a machine.
Can I just say one thing? Just one thing, boys. The reason I think Arsenal are going to win, is even when you look at the other clubs, like even if you look at United currently, we've got a lot of injuries and our squad depth is not there. But when you look at a team like Arsenal currently in comparison to City, their squad's a lot younger and whatnot, but they've got the depth right now.
They do, but Man City is known for having the depth.
I know.
These lot spend 200 mil a summer.
They're seasoned in the game. They've got the depth. Their players know what they're doing. 100% they're veterans indeed. But do you know what? Something just tells me that last game of the season...
It's not happening, bro.
Bro,
Arsenal not winning it.
Bro, hear me out. Last game of the season, I genuinely think somehow Arsenal are going to clutch that shit. I genuinely think they're going to clutch it, bro. And that's me talking as a United fan, bro. I think Arsenal will clutch it, bro. And it's just one of them things where it comes to just, yeah, cool, they've got the depth that a lot of the other top 4 clubs don't have right now. Yeah, okay, cool. City's got the depth as well. But I just think the way the points are so close, it's going to come down to one of those last games of the season. I think it might even be the last game of the season, right?
I'm going to ask you one question,
Fucking
though.
City just draw,
One
Arsenal
question.
win 1-0, boom, everyone's running onto the pitch cheering.
there is
For some
one
reason, I
game-
can just see it happening, bro.
There is
I
one
don't know what it
game
is.
that
I might be
decides the
wrong.
title.
Go on.
It's next weekend, Arsenal versus City, and it's at the Etihad.
100%.
For Arsenal to win the league, they need to win there.
That's why I let you
Do
say
you
that,
understand
because I knew
that?
That's a pivotal point.
Do you
100%.
actually like genuinely think Arsenal will beat City at the Etihad? The last
getting
time they did it
smoked.
was in 2015.
They're getting smoked. It's not happening.
It's not happening, bro. It's game over. It's game over.
And if Man City win, what, they'll be 3-4 points ahead?
I know, I get what
There
you
you
man
go.
are saying, and
There you
I
go.
agree.
And even if they
But-
match them on points, the goal difference is still crazy as well.
Yeah.
Bro, you just gotta like, for me, yeah, me saying Arsenal's gonna win, it's not even like based on my own personal ball opinion or anything like that.
You just got some
It's-
You know
you
what
got
it's
that
based
feeling.
on? It's
You got
just-
that feeling,
It's
innit?
based on that feeling inside.
Yeah.
For some reason, I just feel like they'll clutch it, bro.
You know, I get
just don't know what it
he
is.
means for the reason of, you know how many like clutch moments you can think of for Arsenal this season, like the last minute Reece Nelson,
Bro, even
the Gabriel
yesterday,
goal at the
even
start of the season.
yesterday.
Even yesterday when they brought it back to make it a draw, they've had so many like moments where you're like, oh my days, they're gonna do it.
They were down 3-1.
It
It's a
does
shame.
not matter.
It's not good enough.
It does not matter.
They're going to finish second.
Because at the end of the
That's
day,
it.
Pep Guardiola during this time does not drop points. Man City does not drop points. I am traumatized, bro. I've seen this happen. Season in, season out, I've seen it happen. They
I mean,
are
what
machines.
last season, Liverpool and City both got over 100 points as well.
No,
Was it?
90 points? Over 90 points last season. But it was there was at a point in the season where we had to win every game just to keep behind them. Week in, week out, we'd win every game, but it was too late because we were already 1 point behind. It gets to a point in the season where if you're not way ahead of City, it's done. It's done. But let's talk about the performances real quick because I don't want to stay on Arsenal for too long. But
Mind you,
obviously-
City had a class game today as well.
Yeah,
we were watching
in-
that in
in
the
the FA
pub.
Cup,
They had a
innit?
class game today.
They're showing it now because this part of the season is where they brush away the small teams as well, and they don't have many hard fixtures left. Obviously, Arsenal have you guys coming up soon.
That's not a hard fixture, bro.
I'll be honest.
not
Bro,
hard fixture.
cakewalk.
I think you're going to be the team to trip them up.
You think so?
I actually think so.
What makes you think that? What evidence do you have that
Listen,
Chelsea are going to
there's
do that?
one. Chelsea are yet to have a highlight in their season besides the Tottenham draw. Like genuinely, I can't think of a single other moment for Chelsea besides a draw against Tottenham
No,
with
no,
the
no,
two
no, no.
with the when Tuchel was still managing you lot.
No,
when
when
it was a
we-
Tuchel Conte fight and the handshake and it was very strong.
Yeah.
No, the highlights Dortmund. The highlights Dortmund.
That's not, bro. Can you remember the Dortmund game?
It was a highlight, bro.
come on.
That's
What
our best
was the
result this
highlight
season.
about it?
I mean, look,
We
for
won.
a Chelsea
You
fan,
won.
We
for a
won.
Chelsea fan, I can understand why it's a
yeah.
highlight.
For a Chelsea
But
fan.
That's the best result
for,
this
for a
season.
casual baller, casual viewer, any other team's fans.
The only thing you can
Bro.
remember is Conte and Tuchel.
that was
it.
a normal game for any other team.
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
I'll be real.
You lot are yet to have a moment that blows up on Sky Sports Media. Yeah, and your moment is gonna come from you ruining the league for Arsenal. I am sure of
But
it.
I do not
Ishak,
think
I get
so.
what Tunde's saying though, because this whole season, all these men are going through is just complete mockery. Do you
Yeah,
know what
I know.
It's loss
He
after
can't
loss
believe it.
after
Like you
loss.
said, everything on Sky Sports is just Chelsea
Yeah.
getting violated.
Yeah.
Todd Bowley this, Todd Bowley that.
Potter
All they're
out.
doing is getting violated. So I can understand what he's saying as, oh, this is like our moment in the season.
Yeah.
So I can understand why they might clutch it. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. But honestly, I don't think
I
they
mean,
will because they're
don't
trash.
don't get me wrong.
And Frank ain't doing shit, by the way.
Yeah,
He ain't
also
doing
true.
shit, bro.
Also true, but I feel like the nail in the coffin's already there. Like City have already
I
got
agree.
it in my eyes.
Oh.
But I think if there's anything to proper cement it, it will be like a Mudryk last minute goal at the Emirates. You know, I would support. Oh my, I would go crazy.
This guy is
I would
dreaming
be
of
so
that.
happy.
This guy's dreaming of
I'll
that.
be
I don't
so
even like
happy,
Mudryk, but I would go crazy at that man.
Bro, he's a
It'd be
stinking
amazing.
baller. I don't care. He's a stinking
honestly,
baller.
he is. He's
I mean, like, I'm
interesting.
not gonna completely hate on him right now. I think obviously anyone who comes to the Prem in their first season from a foreign league like that,
Yeah.
deserves time.
Mudryk's
Like-
not he's not that bad. He's not that bad.
No, he's got a lot to work on. He's got a lot to work on.
You think so?
Yeah, okay, I compare him to Sancho's first season, and I don't think he's
Why?
I don't even think he's having a better season than Sancho when Sancho came in.
Okay, all right, I'll take that.
And that's me being the only thing I can remember Mudryk doing that's good so far is skinning past James Milner.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, but,
that's all I can remember.
But
Do you know what I would
Remember he
compare
came
him
in
to?
January.
Do you know what I'd compare him to? Like, you know, Pepe's first season at Arsenal.
Yeah.
I would say that he's having a shit version of that.
I was gonna say because Pepe's first season at Arsenal wasn't actually that bad.
It weren't terrible.
It
I
wa-
would say arguably he's come into the Prem with the same kind of rep as Anthony, but Anthony's managed to perform a bit under the pressure.
Yeah.
Obviously he's come earlier, but the price tag was similar price tag.
Yeah.
And I think that, all right, cool, he's not done as well, but I think arguably they're both very young guys, first season in the Prem, you know, they all need some time. So I don't want to shit on the guy completely and say he's arse and he's trash and he's this and he's that, because, you know, Anthony's
It's
had
from
the
what
same
we've-
kind of
it's from what
opportunities
we've
and he's
seen so
performed.
far, innit? It's from what we've seen
No,
so
but the
far.
difference is, if you look at the whole of the Chelsea team,
No one's performing.
Yeah, who is performing?
Yeah.
Which Chelsea attacker is actually performing?
No
true.
one.
Not
No
a
one.
single one.
You know, when we played you lot the other week now, every time you went through on goal, I didn't get nervous at all. I literally looked and my heart didn't even skip a beat because I was just like, they're not scoring, bro. Like, no one on that team can finish. But
Scared to score, mate.
Let's
They're
drift
scared to
away
score.
from Arsenal for a second, because opposite us, obviously, our special guest, he's wearing a basic test right now. What's the team name pronounced? How do you pronounce it?
Besiktas.
There we go. He's wearing that shirt right now, but he is actually a United fan. Now, obviously, United haven't played yet this week in the Premier League, but they have played in the Europa League. Now, we had a very noisy United fan on the other week.
Get up and leave.
No, you can stay. Our old housemate actually, Rayan was on not too long ago, Rex, and this guy was talking about how our team's still in Europe. Is your guys' team still in Europe? Obviously, you lost, and not by a small scoreline either. You lost quite badly to Sevilla. 3-0, was it? 3-0, right?
Yeah.
You see, the difference between me and Rayan
Is you're a bit less deluded.
I'm not fucking delusional.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
Correct. I'm not fucking
You got
delusional.
a couple more brain cells.
And
on
I'll
you.
say one thing. Before the Sevilla game, I'll be real. Rayan could talk, I'm not too nervous. A lot of United fans go, we're winning the game.
You should have won the game.
Yeah.
On paper, you win that game. Sevilla 13th
We
in the
should
La
have,
Liga
bro,
right now.
we should have won the game. Sevilla having a terrible season. But the point that I want to make is that Sevilla, they're our weak link as United. As a team, they're our weak link.
That's not
In
the
the
reason.
Champions League, bro,
It's not the
we got
reason.
smashed out.
Can't use that as an
I
excuse.
think-
Sevilla are the Real Madrid of the Champions League, of the Europa League.
You cannot
Can I
use
just
that as an
say? Can I
excuse.
just say? I might be incorrect in my statistic, but I think we've lost 4 out of 5 games
Yeah,
to
you
Sevilla since Mourinho era.
But that doesn't.
And
change
that just
the
says
fact.
something, bro. Because you've got to think about the mentality of the players.
Right,
when they're in the dugout and they're about to come on the pitch, they're thinking, "Fucking hell, we've
thing
lost
is-
You see
4
what this
times to
is?
these guys.
We've
lost 3 times to these
excuses.
This
These are
is a
excuses.
coping mechanism right now.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Because we have a rule on this pod, yeah.
Okay.
We spoke about it before.
I'm not gonna go crazy yet. I'm not gonna go crazy
Kid,
yet.
kid,
I'm
kid,
gonna listen.
You know what I'll tell you about this, yeah? Because I made the exact same excuse you made when I was talking about Liverpool, Real Madrid. I said they're our bogey team, but realistically, sometimes on paper, you are meant to beat that team. This season, we weren't meant to beat Real Madrid. But there are times where it doesn't matter if they're your bogey team. Football is football. You can talk about football heritage and how our last 5 meetings, we haven't beat Sevilla. You are good enough to beat that Sevilla team. 13th in La Liga. You lot are sat 3rd in the Premier League right now.
Arguably, we are
comfortably.
good enough, bro. But you've got to think
Not
about
arguably,
our
you are
trajectory in the
good
league
enough.
right now. Yeah, we've got to where we've got with Martinez in our squad, with Bruno in our squad, in the starting
Yes.
11,
Like the
more or
team-
less every single
your
week.
team wasn't good
And you
enough.
have to think, Tunde, even about the Sevilla game, bro. Bro, fucking, we had Maguire and Lindelof starting again like it was fucking back to Ranić days, back to
Yeah.
Ole days,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, but
You got to think about the setback that
about
brought
this
to the
game,
team
though.
as well.
Everyone's trying to scapegoat Maguire. Yeah,
I'm not scapegoating him. I'm saying
on.
that's the reason,
'Cause
bro.
I know-
Martinez is solid. Varane is solid.
I know you're very much a David De Gea fanboy, right? You like your David De Gea.
I'm not a fanboy.
But
I'm
you
not a
like
fanboy, but I think he's done a lot for the club over the past 10 years.
No doubt. At one point, he was the best keeper in the world. No doubt about it.
And you know what? I think personally,
18,
I think
19,
I think undeniably. Nah.
Are you not gonna?
Come on, bro.
Them times it
Okay,
was Jan
fuck
Oblak.
this Chelsea
Them
fan.
times it was
Fuck this
Jan-
Chelsea
no,
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 fan.
before Yano Black. It was the season before him.
What, that season
You know-
where you had that mad game against Arsenal?
Yes.
Nah.
You don't think he was the best keeper in the world?
See,
do you?
De
Allow
Gea,
this
yeah,
guy,
De
allow this
Gea
guy.
is mid. He is
He's
7.
mid.
He is
He's
a
below
7.
mid now.
He is a 7 out of 10 on a good day.
Clip this.
Now,
Clip it.
Clip my
now,
face.
now, I'd actually argue he's a 4 out of 10. I'm not even saying it for
You
a
think
clip.
so?
I'm not saying for anything. He has shot stopping and that's it.
Yeah.
And even
Well,
his shot
that was
stopping
my
is a
point.
bit
Though.
exaggerated.
That was my point. Is I think he's a brilliant shot stopper, but I think where he really lacks is his distribution and his high claims.
Yeah,
And I think
his claims from corners
for the
are
style
horrible.
that Ten Hag wants to play, I think, okay, cool, fine, he might be a number one keeper, but he's not best suited for the position.
But
And that's why when Ten Hag came, I thought he was going to pick up Henderson and put him straight on the
Yeah.
pitch.
no, but you see,
Because Henderson's distribution is fucking fantastic. Like,
wouldn't say
he's
that,
got
though.
amazing distribution.
De Gea's, yeah, he's one of them players where he's good enough. He's good enough to start for Manchester United, yeah. But is he good enough for Manchester United to be like, yeah, we need another keeper to do this? I don't think he'll do that. That's why he's playing for you, though. Really, you should.
He's right.
I'm
You
not
know?
playing
Do you know what? I
Because
get what you're saying
should
in the
not
sense
play
of,
him.
like, okay, cool, De Gea is good enough to be our number one.
Yeah.
But I also think he's slightly over the edge where we need to get a second keeper.
No, but he's not bad enough
For you to
lot
actually go out and
you
get
lot
That's
to-
what I'm saying. Yeah,
Which
I
is-
agree.
which is
I agree
why
with that.
we-
I agree with that point.
I don't know if you lot have seen like the sources that are saying that Ten Hag wants to extend his contract as well, which is worrying, you know, because you lot can't progress with him. You actually can't. He doesn't fit
You mean De Gea?
this style of football anymore, like modern football anymore. I don't think they can progress with him, at all. Bro, he passes his distribution isn't even just bad.
I think that's
It's
subjective, though.
it's a negative impact on the team. He doesn't clear it out for a throw in. He gives it back to the opposition in a dangerous place a lot of the time.
Or do you think we're just
get what
talking
you're
about the
saying. I
moment?
get what you're
or do you
saying.
think
It's
this
not
is
just
in
a
general?
moment. This has been like a course.
No.
Like,
This has
over the
been
course of the season.
consistently over the past 4
Yeah.
or 5 seasons. I would say his distribution's been poor,
Mm.
but I would say only the past 2 seasons, even the fans and everyone on Twitter are a lot more focused on his ball playing ability.
Yeah.
And I agree 100%. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have it in his locker. Is it something that maybe Ten Hag believes in him and he thinks that he can develop? Maybe.
No way.
Maybe he can.
He would have developed
But-
it by now. He's
but-
been at your club for how
Bro,
long?
that's from the mindset of the manager, right? Why else would he offer to extend his contract if he didn't believe in him being able to produce that out of him?
Maybe he's not as smart as you think, man.
And maybe that's a shame for your club.
Yeah.
There you go.
It might be. We'll just have to see, right?
It feels good to bully United fan for once, isn't it?
It's-
No, you lot
yeah.
always winning.
You're not
whenever
bullying me, I'm confident,
No,
bro. You ain't
whenever
bullying
we
me
have,
for shit.
whenever we have United guests on the pod,
Okay.
yeah, you're always winning. This is the first time you've been on and you've been on the back of. I'm sorry,
I
it had
love,
to be
I
you.
love how you
I'm
man
sorry it
invited
had
me
to be
on
you.
to cover the losses.
Listen.
Yeah,
to cover the
yeah,
losses,
yeah,
you man
yeah,
invited me
yeah.
on. But when we were winning, you didn't want me to come to the studio. You didn't want me to throw shit
When he's
around and
winning,
rage,
he's
bro.
unbearable, innit? We'll leave it at that. But cool.
Wait,
Obviously-
let me say one thing. Last year, when I was living with Isham, when we were living together,
Oh,
boy,
bro.
derby days and that. Okay, cool. There was that one derby day where they smacked us and I hid from him.
Yeah.
But the rest of the time, yeah, in that yard, boy, if Liverpool lost and United won, he'd hide in his room
Which
all
happened-
fucking day.
which happened when
he
last
would
season?
refuse to leave his room.
Which happened when
he would
last
refuse
season?
to leave his room. Let's
How
not even
often-
go into it.
how
Come on,
often
let's
did-
just
Okay.
go to the next point.
Okay,
but
hold on.
I just want you guys to know, the viewers at home.
You know we lost 4
This guy
games
used to
last
be up.
season. 4 games altogether in the whole of last season. And this guy's talking about when we lost games. Come on, man.
Or even that game against City.
No, but you have to
We
soak it
didn't
in.
lose
bro.
against City
Back
last
to your
season.
room, bruv.
But
I can't watch this. I can't watch it. I'm getting the trim in the kitchen. I can't watch
obviously
this.
you got knocked out of Europa, right?
Yeah.
Do you still think there's something for you this season? Obviously, you're still in the FA Cup.
Thank you for asking that.
How do you think the FA Cup is going to go? Obviously, we've
Alright.
seen City progress.
If Tunde wants to let me speak as well, we'll like the mic for a minute. So I think, okay, cool. We got kicked out of the Europa League, fine. But I think, low-key, that might be a blessing in disguise. First of all, for reaching top 4 this season and claiming that consistently, I think the point gap between us and Newcastle as well is so tight. And I think our players are tired. I think they need the legs. And I think us leaving Europa League was a blessing for that because we can secure top 4. I also think with the FA Cup semi-final Sunday, which is tomorrow, 23rd, I think we've got a good chance of winning that. See, when this comes out, I might be wrong. So don't shit on me for that. But I think we've got a lot more space and time in between games to recover now. You've got to think, like, come last month, we were the only team, or come before the Newcastle final, we're the only team in 4 domestic league. We're in all the domestic leagues,
the
and we're in
competitions,
exactly. We're in all competitions still. We're the only Premier League club.
Yeah.
And you got to think about in general how tiring that is for the squad. So I think us leaving the Europa League was hard, but because obviously we wanted to win it as fans, we wanted to win it. But I think it's very beneficial.
Do you truly believe? Okay, let me ask you this. You can say it's beneficial. Are you happy with the outcome?
Am I happy? No. But do I think we'll clutch the FA Cup because of it? Yes.
So you think you'll beat Pep's Man City with Haaland firing that 100 miles an hour in the FA Cup?
Especially after the last game, 100%.
That is not happening.
That's fine.
I don't think it's...
That's fine. Look, win or lose, I'll come back on the week after.
Alright, cool.
I'll make that deal with you, man, now. I'll come back on the pod
Yeah.
the week after. Win or lose, I'll come back on. And we can discuss it. Because I'll be real. I'm not coming on some delusional thing like...
Yeah.
I'm confident, bro. Like, we've saved our legs. Eriksen's back.
Quick question.
I think we can clutch it.
Do you not think top 4 is secure anyways? Because I think you lot secure top 4. I think you lot are out of reach.
It's secure.
I don't think you needed to get out of Europa to get top 4.
I think that's,
even for the other games that we have, I think it was needed. But
maybe
do you know
with
what?
the injuries, maybe.
In general,
I don't think you'll slip up.
In general, I'm very confident with top 4. Yeah, 100%.
Especially Tottenham and Newcastle play tomorrow. I think it might be tomorrow.
But I'll be honest, guys. I'm scared of Brighton.
I'm a bit scared of Brighton.
I am scared of Brighton.
I think your biggest worry is...
I am confident about tomorrow,
Tottenham
but I'm still apprehensive about tomorrow as well, because our semi-final game's against Brighton as well.
Yeah, that is tough.
And I'll be real,
because they took us out that
Brighton,
competition as well.
Brighton is the dark horse of this year. Like, they are the team to be feared.
I mean, they got plenty of amazing players, bro. They got Caicedo, they got McAllister, they got Mitoma. They are doing amazing.
De Zerbi's doing a fucking amazing job as well.
Yeah, he's picked up
I think
amazing.
he should get manager of the year, you know.
De Zerbi?
Yeah, I actually agree with that.
It's either him or Arteta.
Would you say he deserves it?
So, guys, thanks for this episode. That's for the Premier League roundup. There you go.
What do you mean?
That joke was jokes.
Cool. But anyways, obviously, you wanted to come in a Chelsea shirt today.
Yeah, man.
Explain the reasoning, because it's not like your team won. So
nah, you just gotta like. You see the things you love, you gotta show a bit of loyalty to them.
Yes.
You understand?
I understand. Today, I'm going to ask you a question, because we've gotten to that point in the season where you lot are 11th place right now.
Yeah.
It hasn't looked like it's going to go up at all. Mm-hmm. How are you feeling, bro? Just like on a personal level, how are you feeling?
Football's very depressing right now. Yeah.
Been there, buddy.
But I would say one thing being a Chelsea fan, is that there's never a down moment in it. So it's like, we're doing crap, but it's like, we've got a new manager search. You see, I'm not even talking about the football. I'm not even thinking about the football anymore.
This guy's talking about the PR sides of the club.
I'm thinking about a new manager. I'm thinking who's here in the
This
summer.
is the new social media FC right here.
That's it, bro.
He's got post notifications on for their TikTok page or something.
That's it, bro.
That's what you're looking forward to now.
Sad times, bro.
This guy's gonna start coming.
sad.
When Loftus-Cheek comes back,
I mean,
he's gonna fucking ball out.
I get him, because it's not like he goes into any game week thinking, "Rah, we can win this."
No,
so what
bro.
can you actually look forward to? Nothing,
These days,
really.
I watch games. I'm like,
Bro,
I look
he's
for
looking
patterns of play.
He's looking forward to us dropping points. That's all it is.
You know what? I was talking to one of our other friends, Michael, about this year. I think the only thing Chelsea fans look forward to now is individual performances from players. So like they'll be like, "Oh my god, did you look at that pass Enzo Fernandez made?" Or like, "Oh, do you see that dribble that João Felix made?"
Yeah.
Like,
Enzo Fernandez, he extended his contract. You know what I mean? That's what you man.
You probably got excited by that. Let's be real.
That's what you man.
I was.
There is not much to look forward to as a Chelsea fan, but we've asked you a couple times now. Do you still think there is a light in the end of the tunnel for next season?
Yeah.
Okay, because you are the same man who said to me, next season you would make top 4 over us.
We're making top 4, bro.
Next season.
Yeah. Chelsea making top 4 next season.
You can't take
You know
the
what? I
delusion
can
out of
understand what Chelsea's going through currently, just because they have a new manager. They've got almost a whole new fucking starting 11 for the signings.
They've got a whole new
You
team.
know, I can understand why you're going through the down period that you're going through, and I get as a Chelsea fan why you're saying, okay, cool, at the start of next season we're going to be back, because you've had a bit more time, your squad's a bit more gelled together, the manager understands his players, the players understand him.
Yeah.
I can get where you're coming from, but I don't think that what you're saying is possible from an outside point of view. Like, I just don't think it's possible, considering
Considering
everything
what?
you man are going through,
You know,
bro. Like,
I get what he's going through right now.
I understand
you know
what
when
he's
you have
saying,
hope
yeah,
for your club
but
and you're
I
like,
just-
it has to turn around at one point.
it's his Chelsea's
'Cause
bias. That's what you're
The
saying.
thing is,
I think it's going
he's
to
seen
take
it happen
you.
before as well because
Yeah.
they've come 8th and then you won the league the season after.
it was
or something,
10th,
right?
it was even
yeah,
10th,
Yeah,
yeah.
10th and they won the league the season after.
Yeah.
So like he's seen it happen before, but I feel like this is such a different scenario.
That's what
Like,
I'm saying,
bro. You've got a squad of young players that Bowley has just thrown money at to get. It's not like anyone's gelled
No,
together
but-
yet.
no,
That's
but-
what I'm saying,
no,
bro.
but the one thing
and
though-
João Felix, you man ain't bought him yet, have you? Either.
No.
Yeah, he's gone as well, bro.
Yeah, but we've
Useless
got-
waste of
we've
money.
got Nkunku,
done
though.
fuck all,
Yeah,
bro.
Nkunku.
Nkunku when he comes
Lukaku.
in, could do
Bro, he
something.
had like 2 good games.
You know what?
bro.
I'll actually say something. Yeah, I think Lukaku with Nkunku could actually like cook something for you.
I think
lot.
Lukaku's washed, bro.
No, give Lukaku a good false 9 behind him. Yeah,
He
or a
don't
good
even
number
want to
10
be
behind
there,
him.
bro. He don't
That's
even
the
want to
thing.
be at
Yeah, but
Chelsea, bro.
He doesn't want to be there. Yeah,
He
but-
went from Inter and said, "Oh, nah, let me go back to Inter,
Bro,
please."
Inter don't want him anymore.
He said, "Please, let me
Inter
go
don't
back to
want him.
Inter."
Nah, but I would say with Chelsea though, it's not like any of these players are bad.
No, they're not bad.
No.
They're not bad.
They're
They
not
could
100%.
they could easily
As
turn it
individual
around.
players, I would take a lot of them in my squad.
Yeah.
100%. It's just they can't seem to gel.
I think
There's no
if you
vibes
got
in
a
the dressing
handful of
room.
them Chelsea players and you put them in the Arsenal squad, we be saying Arsenal's clearer winning the
Yeah.
league.
Unpopular opinion, yeah. I think a lot of the route to Chelsea's downfall is obviously you have no attackers that are performing right now. I think one of your most like integral members of your squad is Money Mace. It's Mason Mount, bro. And when Mason Mount is not performing, Chelsea will not perform. He is a lot of what comes into your attacking force. And this might come from a bit of bias because like the only player I've liked from Chelsea from the last couple of years is Mason Mount. I've been raving
Mason
about
Mount's
this guy.
gonna go to Liverpool.
But
There you go.
you can ask anyone. I have
Yeah.
raved about this guy for so long, man. I think he is class. I think he's having a very off season. And yes, I'm very happy if he comes to Liverpool. But if you've seen even, I swear he got player of the year last season for you. And the season before that. Did he not get it back to back?
Yeah, he got it back to
And
back.
he got double seasons as well.
Yeah.
He's a very good player, man. If he's not performing to his standards, is where you see a real drop in Chelsea's standards.
You know what I think one of their issues is? I think that obviously they're struggling in front of goal a lot, and I think it's because they've got their injuries and stuff, but I think there is a lack of experience in the dressing room.
Yeah.
Nah.
I think there's a lack. Okay, cool.
There isn't. There isn't.
You've got
there isn't.
Thiago
You don't
Silva,
think?
There
cool.
isn't. There
But I'm
isn't.
saying even up front in that central forward position, who have you got? Because you don't have Giroud anymore.
yeah,
you
I
don't
want-
have.
I want to ask you this.
You don't
From
have that
experience.
seasoned
Yeah.
player with
Who is
experience
your
who can
experience
come
in your
on.
squad?
We have
Wait,
experience.
Tunde,
We have experience. Just
you
not the
don't
right
have
ones.
someone who can come on and get you a goal when you need it.
That's no, but
That's my
that's
point.
different. That's different.
That's
than
different too.
experience.
That's my point.
So
no,
who would
bro,
you say
that's
your
an
experienced
experienced
members of your
player,
squad
bro.
are there?
A player like
Kante,
Giroud who was at Chelsea, bro.
Sterling.
He had the experience. He had the ability. Season, he knew what he was doing. He
Yeah.
had the ability to go on and get a goal for you when you needed it. And you've got to think, all the younger players that you've brought into the club, they don't have someone like that who's mentoring them, who they're shadowing, who they're looking at and seeing what they're doing and thinking, I can do that, I can improve
I would
that.
argue Sterling's an experienced member who's firstly won the league, secondly experienced to come on and score a goal because we've seen him do it for Man City. He's in 100 clubs for the Premier League.
Do you know what?
He's
I'll be
literally
real.
scored over 100
I
goals in the
forgot
Premier
Sterling
League.
was even playing for
That's
for
the-
fucking Chelsea, bro.
even
Like, he's so
Aubameyang,
washed.
even
Yeah,
Aubameyang's
yeah.
experienced. So he's a
Yeah,
player
but
that
bro,
you've
he's a
seen-
waste man as well. That's what I'm saying.
I just don't think he gets played
All
enough.
I think all the experienced
No,
players
they
at
don't
Chelsea
like-
currently are all
You know what it
waste
is?
mans, bro.
I don't think he wants to play the older attackers in your team because it's quite clear that your attackers are all young. And I can't lie, this Havertz guy annoys me. He should not be starting week in week out for your club.
You shouldn't, bro.
He should
How did he
not.
get?
should
How did he get
sniff
in
it.
the one of the potential team of the seasons as well? That's
Did
what
he?
I want to fucking know.
Wait, what?
What for
Wait,
this season?
I mean, it was for FIFA, innit?
Oh, yeah,
Still,
yeah.
obviously, I've got a lot of boys who still bang out FIFA as well, and they were sending me that, and I was like, bro, are you fucking? One of my boys is a biased Chelsea fan, and I was like, bro, are you fucking kidding me that Havertz is in that team?
But what I'll say for the point before, yeah,
Yeah.
is that even though the players are young, they're still good. Like they still have experience. Reece James, Champions League winner.
Fucking injury prone boss.
How many cups has he won? He's won like 2-3 already.
Has he?
Same with Mason.
Yeah, but-
Same with Mason Mount. Enzo
Oh, yeah,
Fernandez
you're right.
just won the World
But
Cup
Yeah.
they've
Like-
hardly been playing as well, though.
because they've been injured. But
Yeah, exactly.
But
That's
more-
what I'm saying. That they like what kind of experience leadership is on the pitch.
Chilwell as well. Chilwell's an
Yeah,
FA Cup winner.
a lot of
Mate,
them.
Chilwell's got
Yeah.
two
Wait, is
fucking
he
left
FA Cup
feet.
winner?
Anyway,
No,
you've
he's
seen
not.
his
He's
No,
recent
he
games.
left the season.
He left the
'Cause
season
He did the celebration
Yeah.
on Leicester, innit? I just remembered that. That's a cool memory. Anyways, yeah, you got Chilwell, you got Reece James, obviously Thiago Silva.
Yeah.
But you get
Even
what I'm
Kepa.
saying though.
No,
Even with the
Kepa
injuries,
this season
I
has been
understand
good
what
as
you
well.
mean about experience, but even with the injuries during the season to Reece James, Mason Mount, players like that, like even Kante just came back from his injury after a long time. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have that experience on the pitch during the 90 minutes. And you didn't have someone up front like Giroud, who you used to have, who has the experience, who knows how to get the goal, who will get in there, get in a box, and he'll make something happen.
It is. They
You
are,
don't have
they are
that
lacking
currently.
a striker so badly. And, you know, for your own sake, I hope Lukaku does that for you. But I know you should probably be in the market. If you don't get Osimhen, yeah, I think you have something for us.
I
next
think
season.
United are getting him, you know.
I hope not.
I want
United again.
Harry Kane to go United, you know.
He
That's what I
performed.
want.
Could
That's
there.
what I want.
He performed.
Crazy.
He performed at United.
He would. Why would you want that to happen?
Because he's like
Just
he's
visually, I kind
he's
of get what
Harry
you
Kane,
mean.
did it? Like,
yeah, like you can't, like for his career, yeah, he needs something. He actually
it just looks
needs
right.
something.
It just looks right.
I
if
feel
he
like
goes
he'll
to
do an
United.
RVP move and he'll go and they'll clutch the season there and then.
But that means he has to win the league if he has to do an RVP. Man.
That's what I'm saying though. They'll clutch the season
I
there and
don't
then.
know
He'll
about
make the
winning the
transfer
league.
and win the league.
I can see that, you know. And then he probably goes back to Tottenham, retires there, something like
Nah, I
that.
can't imagine that. I think.
don't think so?
I reckon he'll play a couple seasons out of United and then fuck off somewhere like LA Galaxy or some shit.
Nah, he's
No,
not.
he wants
I
to
don't
be in the
think
Prem
so.
for a long time
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
obviously he has that Shearer record to break and he's not. He
Yeah,
is,
I mean, he can do
he's
that in like
soon
arguably
gonna
one
break-
season, 2 seasons.
Has he already
I think
broken?
it's like 3 seasons.
Has he already broken Rooney's all time?
What, for England?
Is he third? No, in the Premier League. Is he third all time or second all time right now?
I'm not sure, you know.
I think
Let
he's.
me check.
Because I think he's third right now, but a bit behind Rooney. I'm pretty sure he could break Rooney's this season, which is crazy, you know.
What's the all-time goal tally looking like? Isn't it Salah?
No, Shearer at 260. And then I think below that is Rooney at like the 210 mark.
Yeah, Rooney's at 208.
208, yeah.
And Harry Kane has 206.
Yeah, bro, he's closing in.
That's
I
mad,
mean,
man.
look, if you gave Kane to United 3 more seasons in the Prem, bro, he'd smash that out.
I reckon so.
I'd
wouldn't be surprised.
arguably say 2 more seasons in the Prem. At
The
United,
only
he'd
the
smash
only
it out.
problem with United and for Kane, yeah, is you don't really have the creative wingers to feed him.
What?
Is my problem. Listen, everyone knows how I feel about Anthony. Firstly, secondly, I used to back Sancho. I used
I've
to think
stated
there's
my Anthony
Yeah.
opinions in the comments.
yeah, and they stink.
Is that why everyone's liking my comment? Yeah, top
Nah.
comment and that.
Yeah, but clearly there's more like on the video, so people agree with the video more than the comment.
Who's drawing people to the video? It's my comment.
No, I don't think people have clicked for your comment,
don't
bro.
think
It's
really don't
your
think
it's
it
your
works like that.
outrageous opinion that brings people there. They're thinking, what the fuck is this guy saying?
And they-
I'm gonna go comment right now. Then they go to the comments and they go, oh, this guy, he said exactly what I thought. Let me like his comment.
That is like a tenth of the people that watch it, by the way.
Yeah.
But
I got you guys.
I actually like Sancho as a player. I just don't think he's gonna work at United. So I don't think you have a creative outlet for Kane, and I wouldn't say Rashford's that guy either.
Mate,
Maybe
first
Luke
of all,
Shaw. Maybe Luke Shaw.
let me not talk on Rashford because your opinion's fucking delusional from that statement.
That was real.
Second of all, Sancho needs to go China, bro. He needs to just fuck off to China, bro. That boy better start learning Chinese right now.
I don't know, man. I think there's a player in Sancho. I just don't think it works at United.
Bro, I like the guy, but
How can you like Anthony but you don't like Sancho? That doesn't make sense.
because
to me.
bro,
No, it does.
Anthony gets
It
us
does.
goals
It
when
does.
we
It
need
does.
it.
No,
Anthony performs
Anthony
when we
doesn't.
need him
Anthony
to.
is better than Sancho. It's just the same that Sancho is a bench player right now. He should not start for
Bro,
Manchester United.
Anthony performs when he needs to. You've got to think. It's the brother's 21, 22, first season in the Prem, in the Brazilian national team as well, learning from the likes of Neymar. Bro, he's got the potential to reach that level where everyone think he can go to. Right? And I just want to say,
don't
bro,
know.
Anthony this season, everyone can talk about his performances here and there. Okay, cool. Debut game, clutched up against Arsenal. Clutched up against Barcelona. Bro, when we need him, the guy performs. The
Do you
guy
not
is
think-
there.
do you not think
the
he could
guy's,
do
even the
better
first
then?
leg against Sevilla,
He can do better.
bro,
Yeah.
goal and assist.
Would
bro.
you not argue you need him week in, week out?
Yes.
What do you mean when you need him?
Yeah.
He can't.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have him week in, week out, but bro, like he's 22 years old, fam. He's getting a
How
lot.
much did he cost?
Bro,
How much
you
did he
gotta
cost?
think.
How much did he cost?
You
How much
got
did he
listen,
cost?
listen,
Answer the
listen.
question.
How much
How
did
much did he
Pogba
cost?
cost, bro? And look at the way that he performed at his 4 or 5 seasons.
And
at
he got
United, bro.
slandered for it. Yes.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Which is why we're slandering Anthony.
Anthony's getting hella stick, but he's
Yes.
still fighting it back and he's still proving people wrong.
He's proven no
And
one
I'll
wrong.
tell you what, people want to cuss him out. Oh, left foot. He's only got left foot.
He has.
Bro,
Yeah, he does.
Bro, cool. But when he shoots, no one can fucking stop him.
Really?
They can't stop him.
I've seen him miss a fair few times.
I've seen him miss.
He does
I-
spam, he
Yeah.
does
But
spam
when
some
that
passion.
shot,
Keeper save
when
it.
he gets that connection, bro,
So
unstoppable.
basically,
One out of 20
so
times.
basically
Even when we got smacked against City, bro, he scored a banger, bro.
you know what he's saying? When the ball goes in the back of the net, he scored. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. Nah,
Like Anthony is good when he is good, isn't it?
Yeah, when he plays well,
Yeah.
he's a good player.
Yeah. I would say though,
They hardly win when they don't score. Yeah, cheers, Michael Owen, mate.
him underperforming is good with Rashford on the other side. But
Yeah.
like you saw against Sevilla, you have Sancho.
Do you know what? It's true though.
It's
Arguably,
not the same.
we've been heavily reliant on Rashford as well, and I don't think we should rely on him the way that we have. However, I do think that the pressure that he's been under this season has brought him up to a new level.
It's elevated him,
Yeah.
100%.
He takes in the pressure, and you know what? Rashford is a player, man. He is a player. I've said, like we said before, we think this season he's been a lot more goals than he has been contribution to the actual the 90 minutes.
But he's had to.
But yeah, firstly
That's
he's had
the job
to,
he's
he's
had
had
to
to
do.
pick up that role, and we've seen him in previous seasons do more than just goals when he wasn't firing. Like he has the dribble to his game. He can beat a man and he can press. It's just we haven't seen it this season. I think there's a player in Rashford, not future Ballon d'Or winner, but we're talking world class.
I
he's
think,
not-
I think
he's
there's a
not
world class
world-class.
player. I think there's a
Yeah.
world class player in Rashford, and I think he showed that this season that he can reach those levels that fans want him to reach or hope he can reach.
I'm just worried for you lot because I don't think you beat City with Maguire and Lindelof in the back. I just don't think it happens.
It's not
I
happening.
can't see a world where
I think-
Haaland
I
doesn't
think
look
we-
at that and think, yeah, I'm having a meal here. I have been biding my time. Yeah. I've been sat in this chair listening to you lot talking about your club. I am finally happy to watch football again. My team is back on the up. Obviously, if anyone's forgotten, this is meant to be a Premier League roundup, not a flipping football court case chat. So, as we're talking about the Premier League, obviously, Liverpool have just won today. I watched it before I left to come here today.
Was it 3-2?
3-2.
Yeah.
We are playing football again.
Okay.
It took us 30 games to do it, but we are finally cooking again. And
And where's that getting you?
it's getting us to top 4.
Top 4?
Yes, that's where it's getting us. It's getting us to a top 4 race
Okay.
because we are currently 3 points behind Newcastle.
Okay.
Granted, they have a game in
Okay,
hand.
but your guess about a 3-2 win to Forest.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Relegation zone club.
Yes.
We're playing football again.
Okay,
Against
cool,
a
cool.
relegation zone
If
club.
we want to bring up wins, I can bring up the 7-0 if you want. If you really want me to, I could. That's what I thought as well.
But you see, you're not getting top 4, bro.
I think we do. I think we can. I'm not saying we. I'm not saying we will. I'm saying we can. There is an opportunity there, mathematically speaking.
Mathematically speaking.
Hear me out, yeah. Hear me out.
You're a maths guy now.
Yeah, of course. Always have been, man.
Okay.
Just hear me out on this one. Just listen to it. We are currently 3 points behind Newcastle. They have a game in hand. Tomorrow, Newcastle and behind Tottenham with a game in hand. Newcastle and Tottenham play tomorrow.
Yeah.
One of them has to drop points.
Okay.
Them two are our main competitors for the top 4 race. I don't think Newcastle's running is easy enough for them to not drop out. And if we win the rest of our games this season, we go above Spurs anyways.
It's nice you're dreaming, bro. It's nice.
This is not dreaming anymore. I've seen Trent and Alexander-Arnold in the midfield, and I know what comes to the table now. And you know what? There's been a lot of disrespect on this guy's name recently, especially this season. I told you lot, class is permanent. Form is temporary. This guy was going to come back eventually, and now he's in the midfield. He's pulling the strings. I also said this, yeah? Second best passer in the league is Trent. By a country mile. It goes Kevin De Bruyne, Trent.
Not Bruno Fernandes.
Not Bruno Fernandes. It goes Trent Alexander-Arnold. I promise you, this guy
Ishan.
has a better ball on him than 99.9% of the Premier League.
First of all, he's a right back. Second of all,
Don't
stick
care.
to lifting weights.
Don't care.
I think you should stick to gym.
No, you know why?
Like, Tunde, I think you need to get another host on the podcast.
You brought up Bruno Fernandes, yeah? This guy already has the same amount of assists than Bruno Fernandes in a season where he's been horrible at the start. Mind you, he got his first assist probably 10 games ago.
Mind you, Bruno's been playing a different role for us than he normally
For the
does
last
this
2
season.
games.
No, it's true.
For the last 2 games, they've been playing
This
deep
season-
and
no,
playing-
this season-
No, this season he's played
He's
a lot
been playing a
deeper.
completely
Not
different
a
role.
lot deep. He's still in the midfield. You said you
Okay,
said
cool.
yourself Trent is a right
No,
back.
compared to before.
Okay, did he
Even
not say
before
himself?
Eriksen got injured, okay,
Yeah.
fine, you could make that argument.
Yeah.
But since Eriksen got injured, he's been playing a much
Okay,
deeper role in our
okay.
midfield.
Is he playing deeper?
And
than,
he's been moving out to the left as well.
Is he been playing deeper than the right back?
I mean, Trent does fuck all, bruv. He just fucking runs up the pitch and stays there, has a little
You
walk
said
around.
you said it himself. You said it yourself. He said he's a right back. Yes or no?
Alright, cool.
There we go.
Alright, fuck the
That's
round
nice.
now. Fuck
Second
the
best creator in the league.
Second
Yo,
best.
I can't be
Second
asked
best
to listen to
creator
this
now.
Liverpool guy, man.
Creator.
Creator.
Okay.
You gonna say Odegaard?
Huh?
You gonna say Odegaard?
No. Believe what you want
To be
believe,
fair,
I will
to be
believe
fair,
Bro, if you look at the chances created, if you look at the assists he's gotten throughout the seasons, bear in mind, this guy has a CV to back it as well. It's not based on this season. I'm basing this off the last 4.
You're basing it off your treble last season, yeah?
Whatever, man.
Domestic
We
treble.
don't need to talk about the past. Let's
Why
talk
not?
about the present.
Okay.
And in the present, I believe a top 4 race is on. I think if we carry on this momentum going into the rest of the season, bear in mind, our fixtures are easy. Our only hard game left is Tottenham. And Tottenham's Tottenham, innit? I'm never worried about these.
I get that about your games left.
Yeah.
Liverpool
And like,
finished in 6th,
mathematically, like your points to Newcastle and stuff. I understand what you're saying.
Thank you, man. See, this is the kind of level-headedness I need.
No.
When I'm discussing my points.
No.
I don't want to hear nah from you.
No.
You're the same guy that said you're going to finish above us next season when you're 11th in the league.
Okay, you see
Actually,
when
don't
that
want to hear it
happens.
from
You
this
see when
guy.
that happens,
Yeah.
you have to say sorry.
Cool. I will publicly apologize.
Alright, thanks.
You got to
Thanks,
get on the
thanks,
podcast, get on your knees.
Bro,
and say sorry.
I'll wear a Chelsea shirt that has Havertz on the back and apologize to this guy live in front of the camera. I won't even sit here. I'll go right in front of the camera and apologize.
Nah, not Havertz,
Fair
not
enough.
Havertz,
No,
not
no.
Havertz. I need to see Reece James on the back.
Shake his hand, shake his hand.
Shake his hand.
Shake his hand.
Calm. Reach
I'll
yeah?
even do you better. I'll wear Trent one. Liverpool
cool.
too.
Number 66, yeah? Calm.
You know that means
Yeah.
if either of you don't have the correct shirts that you can't swap and you have to purchase the shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't get no shirts of Trent on it. You don't get
Calm.
no shirts
You're
of Reece James on
you're
it.
basically
You
minus
might have
£60
to
now.
do a whole ass
And
purchase.
don't buy a
You
fake
sure?
shirt either, you know. You
Huh?
best buy it straight from the Liverpool website.
What do you mean, bro?
As in, no fake shirts.
Nah,
I want to
never-
see minus 60 come out of your account.
Isham wants to see the JD Sports thing. That's what he
Nah,
wants
nah,
to see.
nah.
You know, like the fresh quality you get from the
yeah,
real
yeah.
shirts.
Nah, you
I need to see that.
You see the fake shirts on like Oxford Street and that.
No.
I was grabbing
You're not getting
it,
that.
grabbing it
You're
from
not
there,
grabbing
bro.
that. Alright, cool. Well, to wrap it up, because we've spoken about all our teams now, one final question for you lot is a final top 4 prediction and who you think is going to win the league. Kian, as the guest, you can start.
I mean, obviously, I've already said that somehow I think Arsenal are going to clutch it.
Yeah.
So that's City second as well.
Mm.
And I think United will finish third. And I think Newcastle will finish fourth. I think it's going to stay the way that it currently is, you know.
Oof.
Man
And,
City,
and I'm
Arsenal
firm on
switched.
that. Even the way that Newcastle have been playing since the Carabao Cup game, I think they've been playing extremely well, you know. And I think,
Okay.
you know, obviously anything can happen, but for some reason, even with Arsenal clutching it, I've just got this feeling inside me, you know. And that's as a United fan, I got this feeling inside of me that I just think that'll be the top 4 lineup.
Okay. Tunit?
Nice and brief.
Man City and Arsenal switched around. That's it.
Yeah.
And the rest
So
are going to stay the same.
what does that mean?
Oh, okay.
Man City and Arsenal switch around. So
Arsenal.
what?
As in-
Alright, cool. Man City, Arsenal,
Yeah.
Manchester United,
Yeah.
Newcastle.
You know, you don't always have to talk in riddles. Like, you can't just say the 4 and just say it, you know? This guy said Man City and Arsenal switch around. That's it.
Yeah,
Like, it was a top 2.
Yeah, some people actually understood me, innit?
Yeah, the 1%.
Yeah,
the 1%.
I can't say that word. can I?
We know what you mean, though, innit? Alright, cool. For my top
If
4,
you dare say Liverpool, if you even mention that team,
coming in at 4th, we have Liverpool Football Club.
alright, come.
Yeah.
Come.
I think we'll clutch it. I think we've got an easy run in for the rest of the
I
season.
don't even want to argue. I'd rather move on to the next segment. So
I think we're playing well now, and I think we're finally going to have it together. And just one last thing, Mo Salah's firing again. And I did say on this pod, he will grab 20 goals this season. Sandeep, the little waste man from home, right now editing this video, tried to argue against me, but I'm always right. I'm always right. So Mo Salah will carry us to that, along with obviously Nunes, Gakpo, Jota as well now, and Diaz. But third, United. I don't think we'll come above you anymore. Unlike what I said.
do you know what I will
previously.
say really quickly? I'm very surprised with the way Nunes has been performing.
Thank you. I'm a very big fan of Nunes.
And Gakpo as well, you know.
I think I'm more excited about Gakpo than I am Nunes.
Arguably, like let that boy cook because next season he'll be up. I think. Generally,
Bro,
I think United fucked up by not grabbing him when we could.
Gakpo he's interesting.
He
Like
would've
he's a
been
very
so good for you,
interesting
So
player.
good,
You know,
yeah.
like like how you lot have loads of false nines.
Mm.
He is the only one in the league that does it properly, besides Firmino, obviously. And he only got into the role like 3 months ago. He's incredible. But yeah, third place, obviously United. Second, I have Arsenal. I don't think they have the bottle for it. I don't think they have the maturity. I don't think they have the experience, as we were talking about before. And when City's breathing down your neck at this time of the season, it is game over. And first place to win the treble, because I think they'll win the Champions League and the FA Cup as well. And also to do the three-peat, I've got Man City and Pep Guardiola.
It's a bold statement, Champions League.
Very, very
I
bold
mean, like
statement.
fuck the rest, fuck the three-peat, but saying Man City in Champions League.
Yeah.
That's a bold
I
statement.
think this is the year though, man.
Yeah, it is the year.
But that's a
This is
completely
the year.
separate
Now,
topic.
because you man know what they've been like bottling it every
Yeah.
season.
But-
I mean, if you think about it, Champions League is Pep's one thing at City that he
Yeah.
just
Not
has
even
gotten
just City,
so
Bayern
close,
as well.
but he couldn't get it. Yep. True.
But I think this is the year they do it, man. I mean, they've got a generational player up front for them, and I think that's what you need.
Goal machine.
Literal
Goal
goal
machine.
machine. But that's everything we have time for today. Please comment down below who you think your top 4 is and who you think is going to win the league. Let us know if anyone's had any bad takes today, anything controversial, and if you have any other takes, let us know in the comments. No. Make sure to like, subscribe. Let us know what you want to see next. Check out all the links down below. Kian's Insta will be down below.
Yeah, if you want to cancel me,
Yeah,
you can't.
if you want to abuse him, feel free. But yeah, that's everything. Thank you and goodbye.